It's update day, and this one is the last update before the new season / I don't know, chapter maybe, who knows. But today we got some long awaited stuff for the 1.0 people and a bunch of cool other stuff. So with that being said, let's jump right into update 24.40. Starting in, we have something that probably a lot of you guys wanted for a while now. I mean, with UFN you can technically create it yourself now, but we have some roller coaster lines. I think it was from season 3 in the Rave cave. I actually do wonder if these work with the border. So let me actually try that out. Obviously they are not powered. It doesn't look like it. I mean, that doesn't really mean that they don't work with the ballers. I really hope so, because that would be a shame if they wouldn't. Oh, it does work somewhat pretty good actually. So it works really well in this one here because it doesn't have any brakes in it. There are some ones which do have some like spots where there is some, you know, broken stuff. So okay, I found one which has some pretty big gaps here. So I wonder if that works as flawless as with the other ones. I really hope so, because it would be a shame if it wouldn't work with all of them. I mean, it does work. It kind of bumps in a little bit. But I think you can fix that maybe with like some blocking here. But I think overall with all of these here, like you can create some really cool roller coasters with the baller here. Or you can basically create your own roller coaster if you have UFN. Then you can obviously make this fully yourself. And then it doesn't really matter if they have blocking or not. But I definitely think that the roller coaster track gallery is definitely a good part of this update. I wish they would have like normal roller coaster, not the you know, the trashed version. But you know, furthermore in this update, the chuck cannon got moved from, I think it was in the consumables, now it is in the weapons category. So you might wonder, this is not new, we had this before. It is a double slot thing, obviously, if you can hear yourself. But other than that, it's nothing new. We had that before. When it comes down to devices, we have no new device, but we got some updated devices. First of all, the mounted turret now is a prop, which is really cool, like a prop version. So you can place it wherever you want, and I think you can even remove the plate here. So yeah, you can only have this one. You still have to move obviously the thing here, but you can now move it, and yeah, it just works normally fine. We obviously had some turrets before, and this one is obviously a very, very old device, if not one of the oldest devices. But it's pretty cool to see that these still get updated. So also in this update, the sports bikes and the dirt bike, I think, got an update where you can actually change the color now. No, you don't have to rely on randomness to get the color that you want. You can actually change the color. Amazing. I don't know why that wasn't in before, but you know, we have the color changing. You can also still have the random if you want to. Let me actually check out if this for the dirt bike is true, because sometimes Epic puts stuff in the patch notes which is not 100% there or is not there, whatever. But it seems like, yes, you can change all the colors now. I don't know why that wasn't in before. Also on the updates is our beloved billboard. The one and only thing that has basically never changed since the beginning of Fortnite. But it finally gets some updates. You can now have it double-sided. I know, crazy. Calm down, guys, calm down. You can have it go into the advanced options here, or if you're in UFN, obviously it's just there. We have the show border, first of all. That makes no sense, by the way. If you put that on, you will not see the double-sided. So no show border here. But as you can see here, we have the display mode to one-sided, and we have two-sided. Oh, crazy. Unbelievable. It will be like kind of mirrored here, so it will be on this side, and it will only be the one text. So it's not like two texts. You cannot have two texts. So if I put in code Richie Tunes, you will still only see it on you know, it will be only one text, but it is mirrored. It's two-sided. But as already said, if you put on the show border, then the second text disappears. And I never thought I'm going to say this, but our highlight for today for the normal creative stuff and UFN stuff is that we have new consumables. And I have to admit, these are actually pretty dank. If you do not know, consumables are mainly used for like kind of objectives. So you can put them on the floor and you can pick them up. These are like kind of like little things. Oh, not that little actually. Whoa, there's a big egg. But you can use them, for example, to complete missions like, you know, collect 10 of these eggs or something. These are not like props in itself. These are actually used in devices, so you can actually put them into most of the devices which we have. For example, the item spawner, you can go here, grab that egg, and then you can put it into here. That you can obviously not do that with normal props. So these are more like actually objectives that you can collect. However, you can turn them somewhat into props and make them look more appealing, because like most of them, if you drop them like that, the little worm here, they have this like little glow thing over it, which doesn't really look cool. So if you want to, oh my god, why is that so dark? But for example, if you want to use the butter here, and let's say you want to, you know, someone wants to grab the butter, you have to collect 10 butters. It doesn't look obviously really good here, right? It just floats in the air. It's kind of random. You can use the item placer for this. For those of you who are in Fortnite Creative for a long time, you probably already know this. But if you use the item placer, you can basically turn these consumable items or guns into more like static meshes, basically, which we can still interact and use. You can still pick them up and stuff like that. All you have to do is just drag them in here. And as you can see, now you can basically move them, you can put them to the floor. And if you're wondering if you can remove the like shininess here, there was a bug where it basically didn't appear, but there is a show rarity effect. If you turn it off, it should show. See, okay, well, perfect example. So for some of them it doesn't work, it's bugged sometimes. Okay, so let's maybe try one. Let's try the diamond. Maybe the diamond works and doesn't show the rarity effects. No, it still also shows the rarity effects. Okay, well, usually you can remove the rarity effect here, but right now it's bugged. Which is obviously pretty cool. Now you can place them on the floor and you can really use them as a prop, which you can pick up. So for example, you can see that we can now pick up this pumpkin. It does look like a prop. Obviously, the rarity effects usually wouldn't be there if it would work. But you can pick it up into your inventory and it kind of like pops in like that, which is obviously a huge benefit to normal props or Fortnite props in general, because you can use them in these devices. And for the last one, this is a forecasting for the next update, which is super important, especially if you're an OG creator, which is mainly building in 1.0. You need to update the channel system to the new event binding system. I know not a lot of you guys like the new event binding system because mainly it's really buggy, and you have been using the old channel system for a long time. But with the 25.00 update, you will be, this system will be removed or just disabled. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they say make sure that you convert your islands, and now you have the time to do it. The next update should be in 2 weeks as normal. It's the new season or chapter, whatever is going to happen there. Make sure that you update them before all of your maps are breaking. And for those of you who are wondering if there's anything new in the Unreal Editor or in Verse, nothing really. There's some small changes, but we don't have the patch notes yet, and I highly doubt they will have patch notes for these small changes. So there was nothing new basically. So maybe probably with the new update, the new season, we might also get some bigger updates to UFN/Verse. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.